bananas. So if you want some good shisha, my mate Dom.
This is where we sponsored. This video is sponsored by Havana Shisha. That's how we're gonna go.
And Lucozade.
And Lucozade, but we haven't got paid from Lucozade yet.
So we can't
There's
sell
me
that.
hiding the bottle here, but man's wearing a big
We're
fucking
waiting for
orange
that.
fucking.
We're waiting for that check.
We're waiting for that. Well, not really, but
Yeah, fuck it. Anyway, moral of the story is today lockdown conversation. That's what it is.
Conversation.
Dom's Corner. What we're talking about, what's the topic? Because we've done a previous podcast which was about lockdown and the government paying us or not dealing with the fucking finances properly.
Yeah, shit right government. You know?
But this one, switch it up a little bit to what? Spirituality, purpose of living, what do we actually want from life?
Literally, bro. Before we start that though, there's definitely a bigger agenda behind this whole corona thing.
100%.
Oh, okay, listen.
It's more than the. I think it's more than the thing. 100%.
More than that sees the eye, bro.
It may be, it may be not. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying,
Bro, there's always an agenda. Nothing happens in life for no reason.
Yeah, that's true. But we're here now, and COVID is here as well. Yeah? So let's talk about something on a brighter note, because COVID is COVID, and COVID's been here all
Fuck
year.
COVID, man.
COVID's been here all year.
I think we should.
Actually, do you know what we should go in with?
I
You know what
think
we should do?
Purpose of life. That's a good.
Purpose of life with COVID. Go ahead.
I think that's too deep.
Is it? Let it be deep, man.
Do you know what it is? I think COVID, yeah, it's
Because
helped-
everyone's talking about COVID this, COVID that. Fuck COVID, alright, but this is the situation that we're in. What do we do in this situation?
I definitely think.
Let's look at the
COVID's-
positive side.
COVID's helped people appreciate life a bit more
100%.
because it's like it's scared. Like there was a bit in life where everyone forgot that they're gonna die. You know what I mean?
True.
But now it's like
If I'm honest, I ain't obeyed no COVID rules. I'm still here. I ain't been spreading it or nothing like that.
Have you had any symptoms of COVID?
No.
Did you have a flu or anything like that?
No, I don't really get ill, to be honest.
Oh, you're
You know,
fucked
it's
now.
got to be like your human immune system, yeah?
Human immune system, what is
Yeah,
that?
yeah, like what keeps you, what prevents you getting ill.
Human immune system.
Yeah, it prevents you from getting ill, fights away like diseases and that.
By how do you do that? By going to the gym.
Eat better.
What you
Eat
intake?
better, you go gym, you know what I mean? Cut out all the alcohol, the weed. Star Dog's killing our people. Or maybe not their people, but my people. But it's all look.
it's Stardog and Ciroc.
What has COVID made you realise in your own life? Let alone anyone else's out there.
So you're telling me that the COVID made you realise the fact that you're gonna die one day?
No, but I mean like before you wouldn't like cause like from January to like last January to like April, all we're seeing is death tolls and.
But do you know what the
All
thing
it
is
is
as well?
that-
But there was
that-
always this death though.
Yeah, yeah.
But now people are tuned into it. You know when you want something in life, like a yellow, I don't know, golf or something, and then you start seeing yellow golfs
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
So this is what they tuned us into
It's got your
by
attention.
seeing death. But there's always been death.
Yeah, it's
Do you
definitely
know what I
got
mean?
your attention a lot.
No, definitely.
It's in your face because obviously I don't know anyone that's personally died from COVID.
Neither do I.
And
Everyone say that they did.
No,
I
but
think I heard
anyone-
another thing: £5 per person that died from COVID.
anyone that has died from COVID, obviously your condolences to your family and may you rest in peace, eternal peace.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say this, COVID, for me personally, it made me realise that I might have been living life too fast and just focus on everything that I didn't need to focus on.
As much as what you did focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you still focus on the certain things, but like you're not focusing
No,
as
it
much
made-
as you
it-
wanted
like,
it to focus
like
on.
me, I'm a quite relaxed person. Do you get me? I like.
Are you really?
Yeah, I like stuff like full speed, like, and I'm there just calm. And I feel like people might not want to notice this or take I don't know the word, but everyone needs time to reflect in it. And the only thing what this COVID thing did was make everyone have to reflect, because a lot of people were in their houses, they are alone. A lot of people don't socialise with their family like that. Everyone's in their own rooms, everyone's doing what they're doing. So a lot of people had more time to just take time and figure out what they wanted to do. And some people struggled with it. Like, do you get me? A lot of suicides because of COVID. And do you know what it is? One thing you have to understand, yeah, when you live your truth, you live at peace with yourself. Do you get it?
So it made you realise that you're putting too much thoughts into things that you don't really need to,
That don't really matter.
Yeah, like
and you slowed yourself down dramatically.
no,
Or
I'm a calm person.
in general,
yeah,
before
like,
COVID.
I'm not a high speed person, but I felt the world was going a bit too fast in general.
Okay, no,
But
the
the world 21st century is fast. Like,
No, but
you
that's
get
what I'm saying.
everything off the click of a finger.
Yeah,
like,
but that's the
you get what I
problem.
mean?
That's the problem. It,
That's
it
why we
comes
get
too
used to it.
fast, and then because it comes too fast, look, rappers now they're dropping 50 albums a year, whatever. But it's coming fast. You drop an album today, you drop one tomorrow. No one cares about yesterday. Yeah, and that's the problem. No one knows
just
how to appreciate the now.
consumers.
Yeah, we're consumers.
Consuming
we're all
animals.
consumers, but that's what they. Advertising is probably the most money spent. Everything's advertising nowadays.
You see how you said like suicide, depression, and that. Do you think that's a bigger thing in first world countries than like third world and all of this? Because
I think so.
you might, because like look at like this year when our parents were growing up, like what was the all that talk weren't really
No, because
about.
now, you know, it's now.
Well, you know what I don't like about that conversation there, because it's always going back to the situation that we're not at.
Yeah.
You see it? Back in the day, when my dad used to do business, for example, there was like faxing involved in that.
Yeah.
No, not even fax. Before fax, he was explaining to me the beauty of fax. You just put it through a printer and it just comes out the other printer
Yeah.
somewhere else. Do you understand? But then they have mobile phone devices and all of that. I don't give a fuck about that time because we're not in that time right now.
No, but
we've
I'm
got
saying
this, like-
what's depression though? What is
The
actually
difference-
depression?
Depression. Did I talk to you about it yesterday? No, I spoke to Will, the episode number 3. Depression. Do you know what depression actually means, my brother? Deep resting from the person that you don't no longer want to be.
Alright, cool. But you
you
say
get
that, yeah, that if that's depression, yeah,
Yeah.
then some people are depressed because they can't afford Balenciaga or they can't
Yeah.
afford
Forget,
a fast car.
forget about those
Would you
people.
say that's depression?
Let's
But
just
no,
let's
one
just
sec,
let's
one
just do
sec.
this. Let's
No,
just do
no,
this.
but I'm
One
just
second.
asking you, is that
But
depression?
we can't
No,
talk
no,
about
no,
we can't
one
talk
sec,
about
one
other
sec.
people.
It is
Let's talk
depression.
about
No,
us.
I'm asking,
No,
like, 'cause
but
here,
the
our
main thing
perspective-
nowadays.
Everyone's perspective of depression is different. Everyone's depressed over different stuff.
Because bro, you can't be depressed Monday to Thursday, then Friday, Saturday you're doing coke, drinking vodka, you're happy, you're in the
But-
rave.
but-
you're
Yeah, but let's not
and then Monday comes and
let's
you're
not
like-
judge a book by its
and you're
cover.
like,
Let's not
no,
judge
I'm
those
just saying,
people. Let's
but
say
this is
about
the
us, lot.
most
Like, so we
society.
could-
That's how it is.
But we could forget the society. Let's just talk about us on this table right now. What's depression for me, you, and you?
Yeah.
Do you get it? So, what's depression
My-
for you, my guy?
To be honest, I ain't really ever been depressed though. I have a kind of fuck it, whatever happens, man, go again, innit?
But is that the sign of you showing, not rebelling against the stress, but you're just kind of trying to brush it off to the under?
No, 'cause
Surface.
Like, obviously, man, understand that everything in the world changes, innit? You get what you get, like
You get what you put in.
you get
Is
what
that-
you put in. Yeah.
So when you
And
don't
if-
have something that
If you're
you
upset,
say, you turn around and say,
remember,
to-
everyone's mindset and strength is different, like pain tolerance and all of that.
Yeah.
You get it? Some people are strong people, like some people can fast for all 20 days on water and like, you get it? I can't do that.
yeah,
But I know that I can do if something happens and I lose like especially when it's money based. A lot of people's depression comes from money based situations.
yeah,
Yeah.
They're not depressed about, oh, I've got no Balenciagas. They're depressed that they ain't got the money for the Balenciagas.
Yeah.
yeah. But that is it still comes back to
but it's-
Balenciagas though.
No, but it's the money based. It's based on money. Because if the Balenciagas were free, they wouldn't care. They would have the Balenciagas.
So they really want it.
Why are they depressed over the Fila or the £5 shoes on? Like, you get
The
what I mean?
perception of the
But
situation that it puts you in.
this is
kind of
one
thing,
thing
no?
I'm gonna say with social media. As a kid, you only wanted what you could see. Do you get it?
Yeah, but now we can
Now
see the whole
social
world.
media, I can see a man with a mansion on the edge of the cliff, with the infinity pool, with all the cars in the world, whatever women you like, they got.
But we know that's been about, even when we were younger.
No, you know it's been
from
about,
TVs
but you
and that
can't
shit.
see it though. Now it's you go on your phone. I can go on my phone now.
But can we come back because we're just drifting away from the table?
No,
No,
I'm
we're
gonna
talking about
explain. I'm
depression.
gonna explain.
What do we want? What does our depression is? What is my depression? So it happens to me as well. I'm driving a 19 plate, my mum's car. I want a SVR. I want a Lambo or Ferrari.
I
And
think
then
depression.
I get into a thought of saying, "Fuck, man! I trap 24/7.
Yeah.
I want this, this, and this." And then, again, what you just turn around and say, "Fuck it." I do that as well because I know it for myself, and I'm like, "Fuck it. This is what I've got," and I try and appreciate as much as I've got. But that doesn't mean that I don't want
Yeah.
Still.
But are you depressed
see-
though? Or is that the need of wanting?
Well, depressed is the word that we're using. Like I said, depressed is deep resting of the person that you don't no longer want to be.
But if that's
But you know, it
that's who
upsets
wanna
you.
be though.
It upsets you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
No,
Because
but Dom, I think the main thing of depression here, it comes from
It's
being
all-
too attached to this world. Do you get what I mean? Because
Yeah.
we're not here forever. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there'll be a day where no humans exist. So
I don't think so. But
no,
Forget
no,
about
like,
that.
There'll,
Forget
there'll
about
have
that,
to be a
but,
day
like,
where, because like there'll be a
Forget
day
about
where
that
no
again.
humans
Forget
will
about
exist.
that. But
So
like this table chair here could be here after we're all dead.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the
So
table's
let's
not
not
gonna
forget
remember
about
you.
yeah.
So like all these Martin Luther Kings, Cristiano Ronaldo, all these top people that might be known for the next
Who-
100 years.
who passed away just recently? The football legend.
Maradona.
Maradona.
Yeah, so look, everyone's remembering Maradona now. But like, if no humans existed, the football's not going to remember Maradona. The stadium that's named after him is not going to remember him.
No football if there wasn't. He does no football
No,
in
no.
the stadium.
But you get what I mean. So like, we could all perish, but
No,
the
but if
stadiums
we're
and
gonna- if
trees
we're
and
gonna-
all this is still
one
going to be there.
second, because
Those are
You're
those
going
are things
forward
that
You're
again.
going, you're going too far. Okay,
You're
listen,
going too
for
far.
me personally, this is what I would say.
I just think depression is when you're too attached to this world.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
That's true, because we're here for temporary.
I like. So if you understand that you're here temporarily, it's like, oh fuck it, it's calm. If I get
But
it
what
or not,
happens
it's
if I-
calm.
Yeah, but have you been depressed though?
I wouldn't say depressed, because I think I'm a strong-minded person.
No,
I-
but there's
Yeah, but
I've
how
come-
could you
No,
be a
'cause-
strong-minded person
Do you know why?
without going through
No,
depression?
but do you know why I'm strong-minded? Because I've come from Iraq, a third world country.
Okay.
I've seen life out there.
Have you?
So when I
When
so
you
when I
born
come
here?
here, no, I was born in Iraq.
How
so
old,
when
how old was you when you come here?
like 4 or 5. But I
So you
went,
can
I went back
remember.
there regularly though. Like
Okay,
every
so you
year
can
we
see-
was going
yeah,
back there as a
yeah.
family, asking
Yeah.
every summer, 2 months we're out there.
Okay.
So
No,
I've
I'm saying
seen
about no Taliban,
what's
bro.
I've seen what's out there and how people live. So it's like every time I come to start to feel depressed, all I have to do is think back home and be like,
No,
my
no,
cousins.
no,
But
went
what
through this.
caused the depression
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you go back? So what causes the depression?
My depression was like he said, I lived with a family in Miami that had everything. So when I left that life,
Who was that family?
just one family I was staying with when I was playing football.
Okay.
So when they had the £7 million yard, pool, SLS, AMG, all of this.
Yeah.
So when I left that and I came back here,
You
I
dropped
wouldn't
into
say
this
I wasn't.
whole kind of looking.
I wouldn't say I was depressed because that's too far. I was just say I was a bit. I was
Fam, that's
angry.
depressing.
There's different levels.
That's
of
depressing, cuz.
I wouldn't class that. Depression is like losing your mum, losing someone, like
Yeah, but to
something
you
that
now,
affects your
to
life.
you now, because we come from that lifestyle, kind of semi that lifestyle, and then
Yeah.
we come into a 1-bedroom flat and 4 men sleeping in one bed. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
And that does,
but that's what
that
I'm saying,
does,
so-
that puts in an effect into your mind, subconscious mind, and that's why we are grafters now, because we live the good and the bad, and we know the good is better than the bad. Do you see what I mean? That's why we want it. It's not bad wanting it. Do you
Yeah.
understand? But it's the process of
No, it's fine to
wanting
want it, but then what you do with wanting it, because you could have all the money in the world, but if you're in a room with people that don't care about money, your money means nothing.
Yeah, but like I
Yeah,
said,
know
but
what I
who
mean?
fucking doesn't
You
give a
take
fuck
them,
about money?
take them Belenenses back to Turkey in the village. They're not gonna care.
But
No,
they
man,
know,
you're gonna see
they
man-
know about fucking bellies and JJ. I had one, I was in a summer house this year, yeah, and these family members come and eat, yeah. Well, the girl that come, I don't know, I can't name it, but she had the Gigi bagged Gucci belt upside down.
Yeah,
I wanted to tell her, babe, like, your belt is upside down.
but she probably don't know that's Gucci.
should they know it? Because
They
in,
know,
in
because-
Turkey they got one market. Yeah. Listen, I went there as a mixed race man, to get me, a black man. I would say for myself, and everything in there was fake. But you know what? I didn't. You know what? Followed me there. The security guards don't scan me when I went looking. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know why.
Let's just say why. For real.
Oh,
But
it's
it's
not,
black
obviously,
probably, innit?
'cause I'm-
Yeah, but why?
Used to it.
But I don't know.
Because of the
obviously.
media, how they stereotype black people. Just like
Maybe.
me, when I was in America, they were calling me terrorist just because I'm from Iraq. They
Yeah.
don't know me,
Ooh, that is a
but you get what I mean.
If we're gonna be
Yeah.
honest, lads.
But you understand, you
Someone
only
done the bombings.
because like say you go on a plane here and you see 2 Akis, bro, you're gonna think raw. No, but not you, because you probably grown around us. But like, say someone that's never seen Akis before, all they've
Yeah.
seen is on
I
the
could
media.
imagine. I could
You get
imagine.
what I mean? They're gonna
I can
be
imagine.
wary, bro.
I can
So
imagine.
it's like, bro, it's all
Because a
the
lot of the
media
police, we're
stereotypes.
coming off topics and topics, but a lot of the police officers that don't live in the hood, and when they come into the hood and
No, but
see
then-
3
but-
people
no,
with
but-
tracksuits and hoodies on,
No,
they're
but let's be
gangsters
real,
or
'cause if I'm
they're
a-
criminals.
I
Because they have
ain't
walk
gonna
around.
be a police officer, yeah. I ain't gonna be one. But I'll tell you this is a fact. If I'm a police officer that grew up in the hood and I'm seeing man in trackie and that, I'ma target the man in trackie and that as well. And I'll tell
Would
you
you?
why. The reason why, obviously, I understand that if we're going to be honest, not every man in a trackie or whatever black man has anything on them, but we perceive as ourselves, like, if you're growing up here, like, rah, if there's 5 man over there with trackies on, you subconsciously think yourself, there's something probably going on over there.
And especially if them strings are a bit tight as well, then khalas,
Yeah,
keep it moving. Keep it moving quickly.
But if we go on the depression thing, which we just gone off 5 different topics in a row, to get me, I will say this.
But there's no rule.
No.
Was it like Specs?
No.
Is it that guy Specs with the big
no
binoculars?
rules, no rules.
No rules, man.
Yeah. I will say this: depression is everyone else's own interpretation. To get me, like, I don't fairly feel
You
like
have to walk through past the camera and one is like you're fine.
I don't feel like I've been depressed, like, but there's moments where I've sat there like, blood, and then I realise, like, bro, man come with nothing, man's gonna come out with nothing. Worst case scenario, man go back to number 1, and that's one thing I tell people: never be scared to start again.
I told you that. Is it today?
No,
Yesterday.
you didn't tell me that, but
Yeah, I did.
Dom told
No,
me
I
that.
told you. No, I told you that today as well. I said to you, I swear when I was cooking up the coals, and I said to you, sometimes I feel like just going away.
Oh
leaving
yeah, to
everything.
start again. I
Yeah,
thought maybe
so-
you said the saying.
No,
Yeah.
I was saying that as
Yeah,
a like just start all over again
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we're attached. Like my man said, that we're attached to the existing things that we've got. Do you understand? And then that just hold us back
Sometimes
from
we
not
don't-
growing.
Sometimes we think what ain't the weights on our life are the weights on our life.
Yeah, 100%.
But,
And that's one of the biggest things is family.
yeah.
You know, that's another topic as well.
But depression is all subjective to the person, isn't it? And I feel like cases have risen a lot more because people want a lot more in life in a lot shorter time.
The way I put my thoughts on depression or stress, I think the only thing if I was to sit down and think about stress is if it was to die because there's no coming back. So apart from that, realistically, there's no
Yeah.
stress.
No,
So if you wanted a Gucci jacket, you can go and work.
You can
buy
go and get a
jacket.
Gucci jacket.
Do you understand? So if you wanted a nice car,
Just
you
your
can work.
priorities, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
you
you
can
might
Some
go and get
people,
it.
one thing you need to learn in life is everyone wants to be an entrepreneur and everyone pushes the advocacy of being an entrepreneur.
But that's not everyone's route in life.
Some people are not good bosses, some people are not good workers, some people don't have a hard work. It's all them kind of things. You get
It's
what?
fashion now.
Yeah, it's fashion. And it's a good fashion to have, like, to be honest. People creating their own kind of wealth and doing what they want to do business, right? I fully understand it. But look, if you've got a business and you want to be an entrepreneur, you're going to have people that want to work. You're going to have people that work. So if you're not going to work, you can't expect them to be entrepreneurs as well. Because one day, not even one day,
If
they're
they
gonna
want to
wanna
be an entrepreneur, they will work. First, yeah, so I think I'm gonna work. And if I do work for someone, I work for free so that I can go or learn what I need to learn before I build my own business.
But it's like you to go there.
But stop the flow, stop the flow.
So it's like, what I see here, so like say I've just come to the country and I get a job getting £5 an hour. Like, if I have a plan and I know what I'm going to do,
Oh, I want to say something.
that job I might only do that job for a year or two, save up all that money and then move on to a better thing.
You
know what
see,
I mean?
my perspective
so
to
there
that
has
is,
to be a
my
platform.
perspective to that is,
You can't just be
I will live a
entrepreneur.
poverty, I will live a poverty life. Yeah, I won't work for £5 an hour. I'll go and work for fucking free just for a hot plate of
No,
food.
you're not understanding what
and
I'm
I'll
saying.
get to that destination within 3
You're
to
not
6
understanding
months.
what I'm saying.
I understand what
Your
you're saying.
position in life is only down to you. Like if you work for £5 an hour, it depends what you do with that £5 an hour, where you're going to end up in the next few
But
years.
that's what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying, my positioning is
You'll work for free.
I would work for free and I'll cut that 2 years into 3 months to 6 months. Listen, I own businesses, yeah? Not to
Yeah,
be bragging or anything.
No,
if
I
you
get
was to
that.
come in here, put your arse on the line like the way I put my arse on the line, yeah? And work hard, yeah? For 3 months, 6 months for free, yeah? Just for a hot plate of food. Bro, you own half of the business, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I
in a
will
way
give
where
you
it's like,
half of the business.
no,
where
but you
if
still
was
have
to
a
work,
home to go to.
But
and
what
this
I'm
and
trying
that.
to say is, if you was to work for £5 an hour and work for 2 years, you wouldn't be able to afford to buy this half a business off me. Do you see what I'm trying
Yeah,
to say?
no, but I'm
That's
trying
what
to say
explain.
is I've come to the country new. I need some sort of income for my rent and this and that.
Keep
Like,
it minimal.
I
bro.
just even if I work for £5 an hour and I work my ass off, what's the difference?
There's a lot of difference.
Nah, can I
There's
say
not.
something on that? Yeah, I respect all the people that come in to get their bread and go
Yo,
back. Do you know why?
yo.
Because that's why they put the work in. Some people come here, and like
But
a lot
the
of us.
majority of them come here like that.
No,
But a lot of them drift away because of the money that they start earning, they start
But
forgetting
the
their
people
whole
that
purpose.
the people that have the plan and stick to the plan, because sticking to the plan is the most key thing out there. Your plan could be I want to make £10, but because you tried to make £11, you got no money.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Agreed.
always stick to the plan.
But a lot of the time on the way of the journey, which is life is a journey itself, is when we start at A plan, the A plan turns into B, C, D.
But that's the
Do you
problem
understand?
because
it's just
it's being disciplined enough to know that one.
but you can learn from it as well.
That's a
though.
big word, discipline, bro.
No,
a lot of
it's
people
discipline.
don't have discipline.
Like,
I don't have discipline.
I don't have discipline.
You need this,
I'm
like,
a raggo.
Like, I don't know how I got
like, I
to
don't have
this stage.
discipline.
Yeah.
Some days I wake up like I'm not going shisha, and I end up hitting 2 shishas.
I only go shisha because he phones me, so I'm gonna block him, and then we're gonna get that.
But you get what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's like,
But don't forget, you're not coming to any ordinary shisha where you just smoke away.
We're coming
We're
there.
here learning.
We're coming.
yeah, we learn that
sharing.
like the energy.
We're sharing.
This
point
ain't
of
our
views.
podcast. We're just here as guests.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
can you imagine you was at just any random shisha just smoking away and just serving it up?
No, I definitely wouldn't go. Like
Do you understand what I'm trying to
when
say?
I come
We're
here, I feel
we're
like
sharing
I'm coming.
emotions and feelings
Yeah.
and point of views and trying to evolve and trying to move forward and what we're going to do. Look, there you go. Have you ever done a podcast in a shisha gaff?
No.
There you go. This is it. Do you know what I mean? This is a documentation of the conversation that what we're having right now.
I just think in life, if you have the discipline, like you said, you can get. You
But
got
what
any-
is
you can go
discipline
anywhere.
though, bro?
Discipline is telling yourself no.
Yeah.
Like it's like telling yourself no. Like your boys are going out Friday night. You're like, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
Even though discipline comes in, so it's like you might want to go
Discipline-
so bad. You want to go, but then you tell yourself no, because you're gonna save that £100.
Discipline is
You know what I
sticking
mean?
to your plan,
Exactly.
like
Like
staying on it, no matter what happens.
I stick on my plan,
Yeah.
but I still think that I'm not disciplined.
But that means you feel like you can do your plan a lot better.
Yeah.
than doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
I work every single day, minimum 12 hours a day. I still feel as if I'm not organised or disciplined enough.
Yeah, but then you can still put a lot of work in and still not be disciplined.
Yeah.
There's some people that go to gym every day, but they still eat bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get me? It is what it is. But being disciplined is a major key in life that most successful people will tell you you have to be disciplined.
Do you reckon if you was to be more disciplined, you'd be less stressed?
yeah.
Stressed. So one of the biggest
that-
causes of depression is
No, because like look at it. Yeah? You're only sacrificing a year. So from your 20 to 30, you might sacrifice 10 years for the next 30 years. You know what I mean? So that's the
A
discipline.
good 5
And
years
that's
can
the
set you
reward.
free for life.
That's your reward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It might go unless you're a footballer or a rapper.
Or even footballers now, one second.
Even these days, a YouTuber.
No,
No, I'm
no.
just saying you're not gonna get rich quick.
No, but I'm saying even if you are them people, yeah, it's very microwave stuff. Do you get me? Only some people survive the 10, 15 years. Like even in football, most of them go broke after they're done. And that's because most of them go broke. They're bankrupt. Like 3-4 years after football.
You're joking me.
Yeah, they're living a normal life. Because you go
What is
from,
a normal life?
No, they're living a way below par life than they were living as a footballer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
None
when
of
you're
the
a
footballers do
footballer-
investment.
Because when you're a footballer, you say you're getting
Some
60k a
do,
week.
some.
Let's say you're getting 100 bags a month, for example, and your expenses are 30 grand. When you stop getting that 100 grand, bro, you're gonna see big cuts in your bank account.
Yeah,
So I should go and life coach footballers then.
you should.
No, but
You've got a podcast now.
there's bare like they have people for that, but then it's like,
But they're
like,
scamming them.
was it Abue, for example?
Eboué!
Like,
I spoke to Eboué, you know.
His wife